Alright, let's dive into something that's got the cricket world buzzing right now. Imagine this: Australia's cricket schedule is so packed, it's like trying to fit an elephant into a Mini Cooper. And right in the middle of this chaos, there's this looming question about the IPL. Will Australia's Test stars make it to the IPL next year, or will their bodies, and their coaches, say, not a chance? Personally, I think this is where things get really fascinating. It's not just about cricket, it's about player management, priorities, and the delicate balance between country and franchise commitments. What makes this really interesting is how Andrew McDonald, Australia's head coach, is navigating this. He's not just saying, IPL. No way. Instead, he's acknowledging the benefits of the IPL, exposing players to high-intensity T20 cricket, while also stressing the need to manage their workload. In my opinion, this is where modern cricket gets complicated. Players aren't just national heroes, they're global commodities. And the IPL is a massive part of that equation. But here's the kicker: Australia's schedule is brutal. 20 tests and 14 white ball games in 12 months? That's not a schedule, that's a survival challenge. And smack in the middle of this is the IPL, which could either be a blessing or a curse. What many people don't realize is that the IPL isn't just about money or fame. For players like Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, and Josh Hazlewood, it's also a period of rest and reset. Yes, you heard that right. The IPL window is one of the few times these fast bowlers can actually take a breather, focus on strength and conditioning, and prepare for the Ashes or the World Test Championship. If you take a step back and think about it, this raises a deeper question: are we undervaluing the IPL as a recovery period? Or is it just another excuse for players to cash in? From my perspective, it's neither. It's a strategic move. McDonald's comments about balancing performance benefits with workload management are spot on. But here's where it gets tricky. Last season, IPL franchises were left frustrated when Australian stars like Starc, Hazlewood, and Cummins arrived late due to injury management. And then, Australia rested these players for white ball tours right after the IPL, citing the need to prepare for a grueling schedule. This, my friends, is where the tension lies. Country versus franchise. Rest versus revenue. And in the middle of it all are the players, who are expected to perform at their peak year-round. One thing that immediately stands out is how McDonald is framing this. He's not being defeatist. He's saying, let's start with the assumption that the IPL can fit, and then we'll make decisions based on how players are holding up. This is smart. It's proactive, not reactive. But it also means that every decision will be scrutinized. If a player underperforms in the Ashes after playing the IPL, guess what? The IPL will be blamed. A detail I find fascinating is how Cameron Green's experience in 2023 is being analyzed. He spent nearly 6 months in India, played the full IPL, and then struggled in the Ashes. People were quick to blame the IPL. But McDonald isn't buying it. He points out that Green was playing in England for the first time in a key series. Next time, he'll be better prepared. What this really suggests is that we often oversimplify the impact of tournaments like the IPL. It's not just about form, it's about experience, adaptation, and mental load. So, where does this leave us? Personally, I think the IPL will always be a contentious topic, especially for Test nations like Australia. But what's clear is that McDonald and the team management are taking a pragmatic approach. They're not ruling out the IPL, but they're also not committing blindly. It's a game of wait and see, informed by data, medical advice, and player feedback. What this really suggests is that cricket's calendar is becoming unsustainable. Players can't do it all, and something's got to give. The IPL might be a victim of that, or it might become an integral part of player management. Either way, it's a conversation that's far from over. So, here's my closing thought. As fans, we want to see our favorite players in action as much as possible. But at what cost? Are we pushing them too hard, or are we just witnessing the evolution of the sport? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is the IPL a necessary evil, or is it becoming a burden? Personally, I think it's somewhere in between. But one thing's for sure, this debate isn't going away anytime soon.